You see that little blue dot right there on the moon? That is where Apollo 11 landed on the moon on July 20th, 1969. And around 2009, they've been using this Lunar Reconnaissance Orbital satellite to take pictures and laser. They've been using a laser altimeter to take detailed measurements of the surface of the moon. And that's where they come up with this three-dimensional computer animation showing the surface of the moon and where Apollo 11 landed back in 1969. And I just thought, look how flat it is. It sure is flat right through here, well, the whole area. And I was studying some pictures of Apollo 11, and it just doesn't add up to me. Anyway, let's just take a look at it. We're in depth. And here is another three-dimensional. Everything I'm going to show you is from NASA. So don't worry. We're getting the true information. And look here. This is where the Apollo 11, this is just another view. Obviously, computer animation. There's no drones on the moon that I know of. But this also shows you how flat it is right here. And what we're going to be looking at in detail are two pictures. One was taken right here, and one was taken right here. And let's just watch this little video of another NASA video. A NASA expert talking about this.
So LRO is a reconnaissance orbiter with 7 profound experiments. Of course, the camera is publicly appealing, but to me personally, all of the instruments have contributed to the new moon rising, if you will. But on a personal basis, the laser altimeter that's given us crisp views of the 3D character of the moon everywhere at scales of less than a foot in the resolving power to see literally what.
Actually, 10 centimeters is what I found. So they're down to 10, and that's about what he showed with his hands there, about 10 centimeter resolution. See how flat this is right through here? Now, let's compare that with, this is the Apollo 11 planimetric map. See, it's got Apollo 11 right here. It's from NASA. And we're just going to look at two pictures. One was taken here, and one was taken here. Apollo AS11-40-5961 was taken here by Neil Armstrong, and the other one was taken just a few moments earlier while he was walking back. And this, you can see his tracks in the sand as he walked over here, and then I guess he walked over this way when he came back. I took this picture. All right, well, let's look at those pictures. Here they are. Here's one. And you can Google these numbers up here and come up with the exact same pictures that I have. Or you can go to Apollo or NASA website. But look, from the crater's edge, this is what we see. And then when he walked forward 25 meters, this is what we see. Now, look at his shadows here. You can tell this looks like it's going downhill because his shadow's a whole lot longer. And look his little walkie-talkie thing. Look how long the antenna is on it. And then this one over here, his shadow's a lot shorter, so it appears that this kind of goes uphill in this area. Also, look at the backgrounds compared to the shadow of the lunar module. There's the shadow of the lunar module, shadow of the lunar module. You can see so much further back here next to that crater than you can when you walk forward about 25 meters. You can see these hills in the background, whereas you don't see any hills in the background over here. And look how you can see these hills over here behind the camera when you're further back, but when you walk forward, the hills disappear. In fact, this boulder, I've studied it, this boulder is the same boulder as you see the top of it right here. So there has to be a rise in the land right through here to hide that boulder. And then also, there has to be a low spot in the ground right up here when he's taking this picture in order to get these changes in the horizon in the background. So, just to me, all these elevation changes and these hills out here and all this elevation change does not jive with the lunar reconnaissance data from these three-dimensional computer simulations. Look how flat it is here. So that one picture was taken over here, and the other picture was taken right here. And you can see from this thing right here that he did not step in any, he didn't step in a crater here. He avoided all the craters. He was walking on level land here. And so he was walking on this level land all the way over here and back again. You would think he would get almost the exact same background in those pictures in one spot versus the other. To me, that only makes sense. So, to me, these pictures, they just don't add up. And if they don't, there's a lot of questions here. Anyway, just make you think a little bit. Did we really go to the moon? Why do these pictures not jive with the pictures that they're releasing now of the landscape on the moon? Because their satellite, which cost over $500 million for this satellite to go and take all these pictures and use the laser altimeter to basically map the entire surface of the moon. So what's going on here? I think that these pictures were taken in a desert somewhere, probably Area 51, and they kind of screwed up and didn't think ahead. 50 years later, we're going to be mapping the surface of the moon. We better find a really flat area, Anyway, what do y'all think? Give me some comments down below. Give me a thumbs up if you like what I'm doing, and thumbs down if you don't like what I'm doing. I'd love to have a conversation with somebody about this. And subscribe if you want to see some more videos from me. Thank you.